everybody. My name is Elena. I'm a K through 5 behavior special education teacher in the state of Iowa, and this is going to be a day in my life. I am coming to you from the car in the morning on my way to work because I am a very busy mother of two now, and I have a very tight schedule in the morning before work starts, between dropping my son off at school and getting to work and getting my daughter ready for daycare and everything. So we're just doing our intros from the car now, which is fine. That's just the way it is. Today, I am hoping to take you through a day in my life with my life now. Let me tell you, if you're new here, you don't know this, but a year ago, we did not have any kids. And my husband and I weren't even engaged. Like, it was just my boyfriend and I. And then we did foster care. And then we decided we were going to adopt our son about Christmas time last year. And then 2 weeks after we asked our son to be a part of our family forever, found out I was pregnant. So in August, we got married and officially adopted our son on the same day. And 5 days later, I gave birth to our daughter. So it has been a wild year, dating back all the way through last year. And now we get to have our family that we've dreamed of for so long. Time-wise, vlogging has gotten a lot harder just because I don't get to work as early because I can't drop my son off till a certain time and at his school, and then I have to leave right at contract time at 4 to go get my daughter from daycare. So vlogging is a little bit harder, but we're gonna do our best to get a day in our life in. If you can hear in my voice, I am starting to get a cold, which isn't great. My daughter is also kind of sniffly right now too. This will be the second time she's had a cold already in her short 2-month life, but thankfully she's not ready to fever or anything. We're just using the nose snot sucker and the saline solution to help with that. But anyways, you didn't come here for mom stuff, you came here for teacher stuff. So today my goal is to hopefully show you through some of the behavior resources and curriculum that I am currently using. I wanted to do that in the last vlog, and then behaviors happened, and so that never came to fruition. But that is my goal in today's vlog, so that you can see some of the resources I'm using and maybe spark some ideas of your own. I have to pump 3 times a day at work, so that's kind of my prep time that I use now and get stuff ready and plan while I'm doing that, because it's like the only forced alone time that I get in the day. I don't hate it. But you will have to deal with hearing my pump going in the background. But anyways, that's the plan. That's the goal for today. If you aren't already, I hope you like and subscribe to my channel so that you can see all my future videos. I am so close to getting to 1,000. If you are in the YouTube world, then you know you have to have 1,000 followers before you can get monetized from the AdSense on Google. And while I started this YouTube channel for fun, I'm so close to that point of getting monetized for the Google AdSense that it would be a nice kickback for my family if we could get there. So all the subscribers are very, very highly thank you. It helps me will help me justify the time that I put into this, even though this is just kind of a hobby project for me at the moment. But anyways, thanks for being here, and let's have a good day. Made it. Went with the comfy look today. Got some bright shoes on, some bright Jordans today, and kind vibes only joggers, just pretty basic. I had a better outfit on yesterday, but actually felt kind of cute and styled, but there was no way we were vlogging on a Monday. So vlogging on a Tuesday, and you get just a very basic, comfortable special education teacher outfit. I have collaboration meetings I need to make it to now with teachers that I work with, collaborate with, have shared students with, whatever, however you want to phrase it. So I'm headed to go do that. Okay, so while I'm sitting here on my first pumping break, I'm going to kind of walk you through some of the digital resources that we have and some things that I've been using for lesson planning. Our district this year purchased the paid version of Emotional ABCs, and so that's something that I'm using with some of my younger students, more like K2 kids. Zones of regulation, I was about to say obviously, and I don't know that that's an obvious thing. That's always my go-to, and that's kind of our base. So our district also has purchased the zones of regulation curriculum as well, even though I had purchased it for myself prior to the district purchasing it. But we use zones of regulation, but now with some of my kids that I've already done zones of regulation with, and I don't want to keep, I mean, we're still implementing it in all parts of their days, but I'm not just going to keep doing the same lessons from zones every single day. So now we're on to Emotional ABCs, and I like it. There's an online component for it, and I haven't quite gotten kids, I've gotten them onto my roster in here, but I haven't got them connected on their own where they can log in. So I'm still kind of waiting to see what that looks like from their end, if they, when they like log into the app and the activities available to them for that. But I will show you kind of what that looks like and how we use it. So here's their lesson list, and there's a video that goes with everything. It's very quick. You can see this is a 37-second video.
Today we're going to learn about
entire list. Then we've got matching faces.
Match the faces.
So I have a Clever Touch in my room.
Which face matches the emotion in the big photo?
I have a Clever Touch in my room, so it's touchscreen and they can come up and do this. They really enjoy doing this.
Which face matches the emotion in the big
so back to the lesson list. So lesson 2, feelings are like weather, again a video, and then activities, interactive activities that we can do. Unit 2 goes into face and body clues, sensations, and a review, breathing. So it's like all of the things that we go through in zones of regulation as well, but it is very interactive. And there's a technology component, and then there's a way for them to log in on their end too. So that's what I'm doing with some of my younger kids right now, and we just break it down into however much we can get done in the 15 minutes we have, and yeah, we enjoy doing that. We also do Go Noodle, so I start all my social skills lessons with a practice of our self-regulation. So if you go into the activity and routine and breathe, we choose one of the breathing exercises and breathing videos to start all of our social skills lessons, and yeah, practice our self-regulation skills. Okay, and then the last thing in this little break that I have for you that I'm gonna talk about is the site Be Good People. You can use it at the core level, you can use it at the intervention level, so it really helps to align things. I've definitely shared this resource and these core lessons with gen ed teachers to help them in the classroom and align it with my instruction as well. But shout out to the state of Minnesota because they are the ones who developed it. But here are the intervention lessons, and it is broken down by skill that they are missing. So it's very skill-based instruction. So we'll talk about like using positive self-talk. Then there's lessons, there's slides that go with everyone. There's a full-on lesson plan that you can print out so you can see some of the slides that go with it. We've got interactive like self-reflections and interactive prompts and activities to do on here. So yeah, they've got a poster, a worksheet, a homeschool note, and this is for every lesson, every skill-based lesson that they're doing. So there is another great resource. Here's the full lesson plan. If you are looking for social skills resources, yeah, you can just see that there's so many different building extension activities. Like there's a lot of good stuff on here, and I love the way it's broken down. It's easy to be like, oh, I have a kid who's struggling with having a conversation or starting a conversation or greeting others, just like whatever it is. Yeah, so I just showed you through the intervention section. K3, they have the same thing. 3 you can see, 4, 5 is a band, same thing. got 6 through 8 and 9 through 12, and then the core. So anyways, we also use this Calming Strategies toolbox a lot. So there's a lot of great check-ins here of strategies to teachers, students, and visuals to go with it as well. So yeah, there you go. There's great. This is some of the stuff that I'm using with my kids right now. I've got some kids who are starting to, we're like fading out some support, and their social skills lessons are a lot more of like check in with me, review our strategies at the beginning of the day, review our schedule for the day kind of thing. So we're using some of these resources to check in for the day and have our strategies ready. To vlog on a Tuesday because we just have crazy amounts of behaviors. Plus I'm getting another student. We had an eligibility meeting yesterday, and I have a new student that's going to be added to my roster within the next 30 days, but I'm already starting to work for him because parents did sign for services. So we're just trying to figure out a BIP and everything. And so yeah, I've been called in to help with his stuff today too, which has been crazy. I will show you something that we put together, that I put together to focus on the being safe aspect of his day. So I'm gonna flip the camera around and show you that. So we are working on safety. Anytime safety is an issue, I always focus in on that until we've got that under control, and then we start adding academic tasks back in. So safe body, he gets to come pick out treasure box, an item. He really likes the little trinkets. So every 10 minutes is a box on here. There's 6 of them. You're in a big box, that's an hour. So every hour of safety is a little trinket that he can come and pick out. We kind of started trying this today, but I had like marked items, I had marked time periods on his behavior chart from check in, check out, the tier 2 intervention he was on, that if you're safe between here and here, then that's when you get to come pick a trinket out. And he was successful and got to do it a couple times, but then when he wasn't, then he felt like, oh, I lost it. And although there were multiple times through the day, I just, like, it took a long time for him to come back from it then. And I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow he might bounce back from it quicker if we know, like, it's just in 10-minute increments and you can immediately start working back towards that safe body reward. So that's one thing we're trying out. We're also trying out a something else folder with him for tomorrow. He really wants control over things, and so we're using something else folder as a replacement behavior, so that if we don't want to do what the class is doing, instead of having all these other problem behaviors to escape the activity, that we're going to choose the something else folder instead to appropriately escape the activity and still hopefully be somewhat productive. The things in there are very highly preferred and very simple and easy right now, because just the point is you want them to say yes to that activity and yes to doing the something else folder. Eventually we can start making the stuff in the something else folder look a lot more like what the classroom is doing, but for now I just want him to say yes and choose the something else folder and get something that looks like work done. So that's 2 of our kind of strategies that we're implementing, because the full IEP isn't like rolled out yet, and we don't have official BIP in place. I've kind of got some flexibility in the next, up to 30 days until we finalize it to figure out what the BIP is going to look like, and I do appreciate being able to have time to do that. So anyways, that is what my day has looked like. It was another crazy day. Maybe next week I'm going to choose a different day of the week to film, and I've got a lot of ideas as far as specific things related to behavior that I would love to make some videos on, just things about strategies that we use and strategies we use concerning certain problem behaviors. For example, like strategies that we use and implement for non-compliance or for physical aggression, or different teaching strategies that we're using for different skills that are, skill deficits that are missing regarding behavior. So comment down below if there's a specific behavior related question or video that you would like me to address, because I have a lot of them in my mind that I want to do. I just need to actually figure out when I can sit down and not be interrupted in my classroom and do that, which has been challenging with my pickup drop-off schedule with children, and then the fact that there's kids in my room and adults all day long. But that is my goal. I would love to start filming some of those videos. So comment below if there is a specific topic that you want me to address and talk about how we go about programming around it and teaching for that. So yeah, with that, thank you for watching. This has been another hectic and chaotic day in my life, but I'm so glad you are here. Again, if you haven't subscribed, I would really, really love it and appreciate it if you did. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.